What's up, everybody? Northwest Preppers here again with another video.
Series.
Yeah, it will be a series this time around. Our videos in the past, if you've seen them, have been really long.
About a day long.
Yeah, it feels like it anyway.
So we're going to do a series based on food. I think we're going to throw water in there. We have water, but it's not like...
We don't have enough to make a video yet, so we're working on that.
We're working on that, yeah. Different options. We have lots of water, but I think it's the options of like a Berkey and how, all the great purifiers that are out there, chlorine chemical versus, the filter ones and stuff like that. So food, we'll get into food options here. We've run the gamut as long as we've been doing prepping stuff on how we, what's the best for our family. And again, that's what it's about, guys, is your own personal needs and wants. There's tons of videos out there. We appreciate you checking out ours, but think about what's best for you. We've gone and bought tons of Mountain House, the Mountain House buckets that you can get out there with the 32 servings. Where's the front? There it is. Yep. Yeah, this one's got 29 servings in it. It's got a bunch of different ones like the breakfasts. And Mountain House is great. Yeah, it really is good food. One of my
favorite brands.
Which we'll get into a taste test one. I want to do that most because I like to eat.
That'll be the next video then. We'll do the taste test on the next video. So, but yeah, and these you pick this up at Costco or did you get this somewhere else?
You can get these at Costco for I think they're like $49, but I got this particular one. Fred Meyers on Black Friday was having a sale on them, and that's where I got this one.
Okay.
And what I did with Mountain House is I got 3 breakfast, 3 lunch, 3 dinners, and I threw them in our 72-hour bins, as you guys probably saw, or maybe not, when we did our videos. Check that out in the video list there. But yeah, that's what I did, is I bought these and then split them up in the bins. So.
Yeah, and they work, and that's what you do backpacking and stuff like that. It's just real quick and easy.
And then this is the other Costco one. So I pulled this Mylar bag out of there. This is the brown sugar and cinnamon oatmeal. It gives you the instructions. I just pulled out a bag. This one right here, where the label's worn for whatever reason. It's the only one in the box that is worn. So I can barely read it, so I just took a picture of it just so I can keep the preparation instructions
in there.
But there's tons of food in here. But try this stuff before you buy 14 bins of this, because we each bought 1 or 2 of them. I have 2 of these, and it's 4 persons for 3 days. The food's not the greatest, but...
Well, I would prefer Mountain House, and I would rather pay the extra money for Mountain House. But we're getting something like this. You're getting, obviously, probably a little bit more for your money with these, but you're sacrificing taste. So if you have kids who are very particular on what type of items they like eating, you want something a little better, I would say, than just hey, I'm eating survival food, essentially. So this actually tastes like, granola with milk and blueberries. So the pastas and stuff with Mountain House actually work.
My favorite Mountain House is the lasagna. It really tastes like lasagna. It's really, really good. And the breakfast one is really good too. But anyways, this one right here is the Ready Project 72-hour food kit. Costco had them. This was been years ago. I haven't looked for them, but I would buy another. I would buy some more of these.
Yeah,
these are $50.
Yeah,
$50, $49.99, something like that. 4 people for 3 days.
Yeah. So and they still pop up. The Mountain House still a couple times a year they pop up as well.
What I like about the Mountain House versus something like this is bulk.
Mm-hmm.
So you would have to separate this out in a bowl, cup it out. It gives you, let's see, bring 1.5 cups of water to a boil, and then add 1/4 cup of this. Whereas this, you throw the water right inside this packet, cook it, and you can eat out of this. So zip this back up, throw it away, or rinse it out if you want to waste water and save it for an eating
something else.
Or procuring water, whatever. Yeah. But yeah, this Costco, both of these you can get at Costco, the bins.
So I like those options. Those are the quick and easy freeze-dried meals you kind of just throw together. Some of the other stuff that we've done, or at least displayed here since we're on freeze-dried, is this stuff. These are basically, we bought these in bulk. I believe Honeyville.
And none of these companies are sponsoring this video or the content. Honeyville. Where it is expensive, but it's good food. Mm-hmm. So we got different cheese. Yeah, this is the ground beef, freeze-dried ground beef, and I just wrote the instructions on the top of the lid, and as you can tell, it's nice and sealed. Right. So I like to do dry canning, and I know earthquake and what if they fall and break. Mm-hmm. That's why I've also gone to this route, where we've got this guy right here, the Food Saver, that I got from Costco for $150. But this works. So I've got a couple options because obviously earthquake for us in our region is a big one.
Right.
So that's why I went here. So here's kidney beans. I wrote the instructions on the bag itself so that you can tear this open and there you go.
And the other thing I did, as far as earthquake, as far as with the mason jars, I've actually, newspaper. I put these inside a box, like a cardboard box you got from Amazon, something like that, and then I shove newspapers inside of it and put it on the shelf. So even if something does happen, at least I have an opportunity to at least save some of them if the shelf happens to collapse. So I do have it stored that way. So that's an option as well. But anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to.
But yeah, I mean, do what works for your guys' family. I mean, and this stuff's cheap. I get this from Walmart, a bag of lentils right here. This is 4 pounds, and I got it for like $2. So I look for the sales. I mean, I don't have a ton of money to be dropping on all this stuff, but I know it's a necessity. So, I mean, and this thing of beans is going to feed the entire family.
Yeah.
So buy something like this, salt and pepper for 97 cents from Fred Meyers on the low shelf. Yeah, it's not the best tasting salt and pepper, but
it's salt and pepper
versus regular beans that are just bland.
Yeah.
So yeah, look for the bulk stuff. So like I need to dry can these, and all of these are sealed. There's oxygen absorbers in these, and I think more oxygen absorbers than what we need.
Yeah.
But they suck down the lids, and you hear that these aren't popped at all. These right here are dry hash browns, potatoes that we got from Honeyville, and this will feed.
I mean, that's a good.
That's going to feed, a family of 4 easily.
So
what else we have?
Well, yeah. So the very first time we did this, we ended up trying to like pre-make stuff. So we have cheese, beef, and noodles. So basically, this
macaroni
is like
and cheese.
Yeah, and so this is essentially.
And here's the thing. This is what we did. We took the noodles out of a macaroni and cheese box.
Yeah. Yep.
For the kids, they're kids shapes. I think these are Minions, but this is one meal. Actually, probably 2 meals, and I wrote on here no onion.
Yeah.
Because the ones that I have onions in them. There's onion, beef, cheese powder, probably more cheese powder than we need, but who doesn't like cheese powder? And noodles. This, do you remember what this was? This was that stew from the Ogden Farms one that Walmart sells.
Okay.
And I bought 2 of these number 10 cans. Do you have your number 10? That's over there.
Yeah, I'll grab it. Sorry.
So if you don't know the size of a number 10 can.
This shows comparison. So
I think I've got 12 of these out of a number 10 can, and these are quart-sized jars. Quart size? Pint size. Pint. Yeah. And 25-year shelf life on the Ogden Farm stuff. And this is Ogden Farm. This is milk powder.
Yeah.
You can put chocolate milk. They have honey, which here's another one. Honey doesn't go bad. You just have to reconstitute it, get it, heat it up, and it'll be nice and creamy for you. What else we have here? Dry can the beans as well. This is tomato sauce powder that we got from Honeyville as well. And here's another humongous jar of it. And so what we did is we pooled our money together and went in and we bought a big package of what we thought we wanted. And then we just split it up. We had a canning night and
we just
maybe
made dinner and night. A few drinks later we had it all basically packaged up. But like
I thought this was cheese powder.
Now if we open the number 10 cans, it's good for like a year still, right? So it's a 20-year shelf life or 25-year shelf life.
Yeah, so Canada
open it, it's good for a year. So if you're gonna buy it like for us, like the milk, I'm not gonna open that. I'm gonna leave it there.
Yes.
But some of these other items, once you open it, it's still good in the number 10 can up to a year, but dried in a cool place.
And if you don't want to do the jars, do it and get yourself a Food Saver.
Yep.
This is nice and hard. It's hard.
It's solid.
So not only did I food save it, but I also put a oxygen absorber in there because sometimes they get, for whatever reason, it loses the suction or the seal. And these are different Food Saver bags than these ones, but this is dried corn, and this stuff's good. And it's cheap too. You guys can get a number 10 can of dried corn for $8. It's really good. It tastes really good.
I buy the Augustin banana chips.
This is celery, believe it or not. It kind of looks like a bunch of marijuana, but it's not. We're not food saving marijuana over here because we don't do that. But this is celery, which you can just dump in a dish and reconstitute. You have to reconstitute this stuff. You're not going to just start eating these potatoes hard. You're going to bust a tooth. I thought when I pulled this out, I thought this was I thought it was cheese powder.
No, it's not.
It's not.
No.
You have to read.
It's a lot of eggs.
And I don't read so good. So, but this is 6 tablespoons of eggs and then 9 tablespoons of water. So this is whole egg crystals. And I've tried this. It's pretty good. We got this from honeyville.com. So check them out.
So you can just make this up, make basically some scrambled eggs. We have the hash browns to go along with it.
And then put some beef in there if you like.
If you need to do something like that, it works wonders. And so that's like one option as far as just a mason jar, freeze-dried food. Again, most of the products that we have here is through Honeyville. The other ones that we buy that I really enjoy is the Augustin Farms.
Yeah, it's relatively cheap and it's on the shelf at Walmart.
Yeah, so you can literally go there. You just for this, the Honeyville was kind of a big purchase. It was kind of, we wanted to make sure that
it was around $430, but we got a lot of food.
And but then with Augustin's, I mean, you're at Walmart for 1 or 2 things, and it's
and try it, guys. If your family doesn't like it or you won't eat it, barter item. Yeah. Save it, can it up, bag it up if you want to use bags, but save it. Don't throw it away.
Yeah.
Bag it up. Throw some oxygen absorbers, and if you have a Winco, like we have in our region, or online, obviously, for the oxygen absorbers, go get some of those. Just know that if you open the bag of oxygen absorbers, you have to use those, or they're all obviously going to go bad.
Yep.
So
there's a time frame. I think we did ours in between 30 minutes to an hour. We did all of them.
Yeah.
But I don't exactly know how long they last.
Well, and then I food saved a bag of oxygen absorbers so that we could keep them. But moving right along. So the missus on my side, she likes her chai tea. So we found the powdered chai tea. It's not, she doesn't think it's the same. I mean, obviously it's the same exact brand as the liquid that we get from Costco. We got these from Winco, and I think you get a box of, as I'm looking at the box, there's like 12 of them in a box for $4. But let me tell you, when she forgets to go to Costco to get her liquid, where does she come? Down here to steal this stuff. So I have to keep, and you have to keep rebuying stuff. And I'm not a coffee drinker anymore, as Scott will attest to. I dropped the habit. Yeah. It was the roughest 2 weeks of my life because I had constant headaches.
I can't do it.
Honestly enough, I sleep a lot better. Seriously, it's weird. But anyways, I was a coffee drinker, I bought a bunch of these Folgers. They were 99 cents for 12 of them from Walmart. And then I also have this. Yeah. Because coffee drinkers, when they don't get their coffee, grumpy.
Oh, look at this guy.
Grumpy.
Yeah.
And then also I had the Coffee Mate. I found this on sale for I think $2.97 for the creamer.
Now between the Folgers and the Starbucks Vias, me personally, I like the Starbucks Vias.
They're just more expensive.
But yeah, they are. They're a lot more expensive. So depending on your budget, for me,
the taste is
right.
tenfold.
And so I don't mind paying the extra money because I like my coffee. And so, anyways, but those are the 2 options. The Starbucks Vias you can get at Costco at the cheapest price compared to just buying it regularly at the store. But anyways, that's my 2 cents as far as the coffee goes. But.
Yeah, and then so basically I wanted to buy things because you only have water to drink in a grid down situation. You can't go to your local store and get yourself a fountain drink for 29 cents for a 97 ounce. So for the kids, right? And I wanted to have different options for the family. So Tang. We like Tang. We don't drink it on a daily basis because it's tons of sugar, but it's just there. It's a different option. It's a
morale booster, I'll say, booster, but it just keeps things keeps you sane.
Swiss Miss, hot chocolate, and then some apple cider. Hot. I guess you could drink it cold. Let's see. I went and did the pantry. I call it the pantry method, where we stock our pantry with canned foods that we eat on a regular basis. I wanted to have those same things on the shelf to put back.
Yeah.
So when we'd go to Winco or Fred Meyers or wherever, we would just buy an extra case, right? So buy a can if you can, and a case if you can. Okay. That's what we do.
Can if you can, or a case if you can. A can if
case if you can if you can't.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Case if you can if you can't.
Bam.
Okay, I like
it.
And
if you go to Winco, or I don't know of any other, because I don't live in a different state. But
we do like
Winco,
Costco, Walmart, and Winco. That's about it for us. But
in Winco, you could buy, I think, cans of corn when they're on sale for 22 cents a can, which is pretty darn good. So we buy a case of that. Let's see, sliced olives. I mean, and these don't go bad till September 29th of 2020, and I've had these for about a year and a half. My daughter likes mandarin oranges, so we have a bunch of those. We buy the fruits and we buy the vegetables. so that you get your balance of nutrients, I guess.
Yep. But
you have your pastas.
Yeah, so it's like just pasta, just get boxes of them. I wait till they go on sale if I'm gonna bulk up on it, I guess, or save it. Something like that. There you go.
So this is the Costco one. This is a lot of pasta.
Yeah, I don't know.
Each bag. Each one of these bags is 17.6 ounces. So this will feed our family probably for a couple days. Just one bag if we needed to.
Yeah.
Or if it's a barter item, the neighbors found out you got all your stuff, or they watch your YouTube videos and they remember where you live. Here you go.
Yep.
Toss them a couple bags.
And you can mix that with all this stuff over here as well. So I mean, again, it's options.
So we also have boxes of rice-a-roni. As I'm looking down here, boxes of minute rice, brown and white. Mm-hmm. Now brown rice isn't going to store as long as white rice. We all know that because it's enriched. I have a box of Cliff Bars, like
yeah. So like this is again from Costco. Now these don't have a very long expiration, I think, but again these will obviously be better, I guess, or it'll still be okay after the fact. We're looking at like March of 2019.
But we eat those
though. This is a newer thing. I take these to work with me. I'm going on a field trip with the kids, whatever. I just grab a couple of these as well, and so I do end up using these, but I always typically have these on hand as well. But I do cycle through these.
And they're great for your cars, for your bug-out bags, your get-home bags, your going to the soccer game bags. Real quick, we're trying to keep these videos short, so we're zipping through this stuff. Protein. Vienna sausage.
Oh, no.
No, definitely no. But, again, this is for grid down type stuff. If we don't get a lot of storms out here, but when, through the fall months and early spring, it gets windy out here, power goes out, stores aren't selling anything.
Yeah.
Whether you have cash or not, they're not going to sell it to you because they think it's a liability. They cannot sell it to you. So when it gets stormy out here and the power goes out, we don't have anything to worry about. We sit back, we relax, and we just watch the stream of cars heading to the store. So we have Vienna sausage. Whatever your take is on it, it's there. It's protein. It's a meat source. Trusty old Spam.
Yep.
And I was just telling Scott over here, this has got 6 servings in this can. Now, if you've got a blood pressure issue, some cholesterol issues, this is probably, you're going to want to dunk this in some water and leave it there. Sodium is 790 milligrams. You better have enough water on hand to be counteracting the Spam that you're eating.
Yep.
But Spam is there. All joking aside, it's a protein source. It's a meat source. Good old baked beans.
Now these ones I actually got at the Dollar Store. And
these Best Buy February of 2021.
Yeah.
For $1.
Yep.
And this is going to feed the family.
Yeah.
And it's protein and it's brown sugar.
Yep.
And I'm sure it's delicious.
And I got I'm sure it is. It's baked beans. You can't go wrong with that. It's every barbecue. You got baked beans.
Absolutely. Great peanut butter.
Yeah, so just peanut butter, it's always a good option.
Spoonful, and here's a quick tip. If your dog doesn't like a bath, slather some of this on the bathtub, let him lick away while you give him a bath. We've done it. And you guys have probably seen this. I've got this in our 72-hour kits. I have one of these packages in the car, and I think I took it out of my bug-out bag because I got Mountain House. Emergency food ration bars, 2,400 calories, 5-year shelf life, which...
You're probably hitting that point.
Nope, January of 21. This is manufactured in January of 16.
That must be a new one then.
So, again, barter item, something different for the kids to try. It's kind of like a cookie if you want that consistency of something crunchy, I guess. You might bust a tooth, but...
I wouldn't eat this if you have all that. This is like, you're really hurting for food.
Definitely.
That's me. The downside to this stuff is that like this... You need more water to reconstitute. Whereas this stuff, you don't need that. You literally just open up the can, you heat it up, you're good to go. And so I think that would be the kind of counterbalance it. So keep that in mind. I guess,
a lot of the pantry food stuff you can eat right out of the can. I don't think of any pantry green beans, corn, all the canned stuff. You don't need to heat that up. You can just eat that right out of the can.
Right.
No water wasted other than swigging it, choking it down. But yeah, this rehydrated stuff. Check out Nut and Fancy's video on the Honeyville. They have a store in Utah that I think he lives over that region of the country.
Yep.
But check out Honeyville. I mean, again, they're not sponsoring this video. They didn't pay us for any of this. We bought this stuff, and it's just trial and error for us guys. Find stuff that works for you and your family on your budget. Mm-hmm. But you need to have, obviously, food. We can't go 3 weeks without food, so we need to have food options. If you buy a bunch of bulk rice, I've got a buddy, he does a lot of bulk stuff. Need to make sure you have a bunch of seasonings, okay?
Yeah.
Whether it's powders, cheese powders, spaghetti sauce powders, tomato sauce.
Johnny salt.
Johnny seasoning.
Something, right.
Something to just have a different flavor. That's why if you've got a bunch of bagged rice, bulk rice, beans, throw a can of soup in there like I've said. So
it's kind of cool that, and again, the main places that we've bought most of this, other than Honeyville, I mean, we shop the dollar store, any type of dollar store, so the Dollar Tree is what's over here. We, Costco, Walmart, and Winco. I think that's really about it. Pretty much any other stuff we might get, whether it be Target, Fred Meyers, which is in our area, you can buy those also at one of these other main stores, Costco, Walmart, whatever. So that's where we mainly buy this stuff, just because we're trying to buy so much items or so many different things. We have a budget that we have to stay under every month to make sure that we can actually still afford living while trying to prep. So so these are just options that you can go through. And
again, it doesn't have to be because the world's ending. I mean, like I said, the missus comes down because she didn't go to Costco soon enough and she runs out of her tea. Or, I've had to come down and dip into this coffee when I was a coffee drinker because I ran out of coffee. Yeah. And, if you get those caffeine headaches, believe me, you don't want one, so you're going to choke down whatever. This is not, it's got a sweet flavor to it, which I didn't like, but it's something.
Right.
So just think about it, and it doesn't have to be, because the world's ending. It could be because you didn't make it to the store that day, or someone, heaven forbid, they lose their job, or something else happens to where you need to start eating this stuff.
Or like this stuff would come in handy for that.
Absolutely, because that's a lot of food.
Yep. Yeah. So that's pretty much all we wanted to cover. I think we cover everything that we had. Next video, keep an eye out for that. Be taste testing and different ways to cook some of this stuff without power, basically propane and burners.
Yeah, the different stove. We'll go over the different stoves real quick. The butane stoves, the propane stoves, charcoal grills, that sort of stuff. So, we're gonna do a series on this. But yeah, stick around. Subscribe. Drop your comments, guys. Let us know what you think. Good, bad, wrong, indifferent, whatever it is. Let us know what your comments are, please.
Yeah, if you guys have something that you guys shop or something that has some good stuff that we've missed here, let us know. We like to do that.
Let us know your ideas, because that's where we started, was checking out YouTube videos. So please let us know what you guys think.
All right, guys. Thanks.